Connections. I'm your host, Rainbow Salas, and this is my beautiful host,
Ashley.
And today, I'm having a good time. Today, we're going to talk about the world of slime.
Yes.
And the importance of it. Not only to play and make you joyful, but it has a really deep meaning to it. And we have two lovely guests who are founders of
Slumu Institute.
And we have
Karen
and Sarah.
Yes. And welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
So today, you're gonna break this slime down to us. You're gonna let us know how this became in your world, and I want to slow. That feels so good.
Yeah, it's called slime jealousy. You're jealous of what the next person has.
I'm like, oh, that
whenever you want to switch, let us know.
Hey,
an actual thing.
so we were sitting here smiling and having fun, and we're at the end of the story because the story starts different. And today I'm gonna give the mics over to you ladies and go for it. Tell us about this wonderful fun I'm having.
So this actually is pretty much of a darkness to light story. About 7 years ago, my life came to a screeching halt. I lost my husband after going through a very difficult period in our marriage, and it really knocked me out into an enormous state of grief and depression. And a few months after losing him, I lost my cousin in the Parkland school shooting.
Oh, wow.
And in the face of that heaviness of grief and mourning, I really felt crippled with just intense darkness and sadness. I mean, I barely left my house for over a year.
It's a big dark weight.
It was big. It was the kind of thing that, life is you can't even believe that these things are happening to you or around you. And one day a friend came by with her then 10-year-old, and her daughter had slime with her. And I grew up with it in the 70s, so I wanted to see today's slime. I knew there was a culture and a zeitgeist, and it was a big, handmade slime was a huge thing taking over the internet. And so I said, oh, Maddie, let me see your slime. Yeah. And then my friend Melissa was suddenly like, okay, well, we have to go. And I said, I don't understand, you just got here. She said, you've been sitting with my daughter playing for 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
And it dawned on me that in those 4 hours, I was not feeling any grief, any depression. I felt like a 7-year-old.
Right.
And I said, A, I need to keep this, and B, where do I get more?
Right.
So I became what is lovingly known as an adult slimer.
Could be worse.
I can do a lot of other things. I'll take adult slimer. What are you? I'm an adult slimer. So I called up Sarah because we're friends of 16 years, and I said, you have to try this. I am coming over and I'm bringing you slime, because she was going through an equally difficult time.
Wow. So she called you and brought
slime over. And I have 2 daughters who are now 16 and 12. But at the time they were 11 and 6.
Yes.
And my older daughter has a rare genetic syndrome. So she has a syndrome called Angelman syndrome, which is a symptom of the syndrome is happiness. So she's very, very happy, but she can't speak, and she has very limited activities of daily living that she can do on her own.
Oh, God bless her.
And the amazing thing, and Karen has known her since she was a baby, was when Karen came over with the slime, was really to see how my older daughter could play with it, but also how the 4 of us really interacted and spent time together and had fun. It was something that anyone could do. And what I found over the next couple months is that, especially with my little one, is that she and I could have conversations about things that were really, really tough and difficult, because my husband had massive strokes, so he was severely disabled. We'd gone through a lot of turmoil in the family and a lot of trauma. So she and I were having these really deep conversations while we were playing. And as any mom knows, it's really hard to find those moments to tap into your kids. Yeah. And slime enabled that for us.
And we decided this is making us so happy. We became completely obsessed with all the different combinations, the textures, the scents, the colors. How does this tap into our shared love of contemporary art, culture, community? How do we build something where other people could experience this joy? And we decided to open Slumu Institute. And a year later, we opened in Soho in New York City to 30,000 guests the first month. And it was all grassroots and word of mouth. And we expanded to Chicago and Atlanta and recently Houston.
Stuck on that 30,000
Yes.
in 1 month.
Yes.
God bless.
It was
you.
wild. And I think that if you think about the world, it's hard, right? It's dark. We're all going through things. Everyone's going through things. To have moments of literal, like metaphorical sunshine are really important for our everyday and our mental wellness. And as adults, we forget that. We forget the importance of play.
When you were creating the slime, did you have to do a ton of research? How'd you do that? Like,
We've put the hours in.
yeah, I'm sure.
But we also tapped into this enormous slime community that's out there.
Okay, yeah.
And it's really a generous, loving, fun, inclusive community.
They were all like on social media, right? That's where they were.
Yeah.
And then okay, so
And
then
we
they
were
gave you a lot
buying
of-
their slime,
Got
and
it. Okay.
then if we hired a handful because they were perfect for the brand, and the brand was perfect for them, and the person who now oversees all of our slime creations is a 19-year-old whose slime we were buying at the age of 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have just one? Like, is it made in all the locations or just
Every
one?
location has their own
Handmade.
kitchen.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
So in Chicago, you can actually get an Elmer's kitchen tour and see where we make all of our slime behind the scenes.
That's awesome. I love that.
You appreciate that as
Oh,
a
yeah, you
restaurateur.
know, you know that.
You
So,
can't you can't sit there empty-handed. So
you see,
I gotta get that.
you see, I took hers.
Well, that's the slime jealousy,
'Cause I-
right? So
yeah,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take
and you just
yours.
reached over.
I did, because I'm trying.
know what?
I'm trying to do that. How can she?
Yeah, you're right.
I
This
can't do
this
that.
looks
Can I make a
good.
slime recommendation?
What, honey?
I would love for you to put that one down
Okay.
and pick up that piece of one with the
Cake?
cake in it.
Yeah.
And
Pick
what
the whole
you're
thing
gonna
up?
do,
Yeah.
you're just gonna pick it up, and what
Okay.
you're gonna do is you're gonna smush that cake in, smush it in.
Keep going.
Yeah, and then you can take the whole thing out.
Look at that smile.
And then-
Don't worry, Ashley. We'll get one for you.
I like this
I'll
one.
just like mix it all up,
did
and
good.
it's like it'll become a whole different feeling and color.
Give it a good
How
stretch.
co-
You'll start to see
How
the
come I
colors.
want
merge.
everybody else's color? I like your color.
well, look, I like your
How
color.
you do that? I'm not good at
Slime
slime.
jealousy.
No, it takes time.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
be hard on yourself, Rainbow.
I want it
That's
to
right.
be like yours.
You said earlier, can we call it sliming? Is that what you do?
Sliming.
Like we're just sliming?
So through these tragedies that happen in your personal life, and through someone coming over with slime, just created. Just name the cookie.
Slumu Institute.
Slumu System.
We have to tell you where our name comes from because
Yes.
it's a really important part of our journey, but also the journey when you come to Slumu. Our name comes from a trend that was happening in the slime community online in 2017 where everyone was getting their slime name by replacing the vowels of their name with double O.
Okay.
So slime becomes Slumu.
Slumu, okay.
That's where our name comes from. So Sarah is Suru, Karen is Karun, Rainbow is Ru'un Bu'u, something like that. And Ashley is Ushlush.
I like it.
That sounds like an exotic island.
It does.
I never knew, besides being a youngster myself, when you sit on TV, you know, they're dropping slime on people's head. I thought that was fire slime or what?
Yeah, this is a whole
I mean,
different world.
so there's a slime community.
And there's 15 main textures, and then you can start mixing and matching the textures to make endless combinations.
Wow. So in the slime community, are they finding the benefit of slime like you guys are? Is that what all that stems from?
Yeah.
100%. And then what we're doing is trying to tap into people like you,
Oh, you got
who
me.
don't know about it.
I know about
Yeah.
it now.
And say, put your phone down. What we say about slime is it connects you to yourself, right? Because your
yeah.
brain and your hands are connected. But it also connects you to others because you're not on your phone. When we met earlier even, we were just sitting around talking,
Right.
right? Looking
Right.
at each other. And that's a critical part to this is spending time with your family and friends without being on the phone.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's what coming to Slumu Institute is about. While there's slime literally everywhere to play with in these beautiful containers, each one holds 5 gallons of slime.
Oh, they're like that?
And they're like that, but they're stacked, so they're
Right.
3 high.
Did we get any pictures of your institute?
We can send
Sure,
We'll,
yeah.
we'll
'Cause I
send you
wanna make
pictures,
sure we have some on
video.
the show.
There's
Yeah.
all
Okay.
different ways to play with slime, and slime tenders will help teach you
Slime
tenders the tricks. Yes.
Go
There's,
what?
there's an area.
We're all in.
I love it.
There's an area where you just listen to ASMR sounds, and
Okay.
there's 3 different 2-minute tracks where you're just standing under these. We call them synthesoothers.
So there's tricks in this
There,
thing?
there's all different tricks.
I'm gonna get the cloud going because I'm an expert with cloud, and
Look
Karen
how
and I have a
good
great
you are.
cloud
Why are you
trick.
so good?
Because.
Look at mine look like.
No, just keep stretching.
So when you come to the Institute, you buy a ticket.
You buy a ticket.
And then
oh,
there's-
can we say we're giving your audience a discount?
Yes.
So when they buy tickets, they can use the code SUNSHINE in
Sunshine,
caps
in
all
for
caps.
Chicago.
Okay.
And you'll get 15% off.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
For Chicago, for the Chicago
Yeah.
location.
Awesome, that's great, thank you. Okay, so then you buy a ticket, you come in, and then you just have stations, and you can just pick and choose where you want, or is it
You
like?
walk through the whole space.
It's a journey, but the first thing that happens is you get your Slumu slime name, which gives you permission to play. When people get their slime name, they transform themselves. I think our favorite example is a family that went with their grandparents, and they called their grandparent Papa, and so he became Poo Poo.
Poo-poo.
And a year later, they are still calling him.
Yeah, I love
It's
that.
really, really fun, and people right from the very beginning know that they, can do anything they want. They can smile and have fun and take some risks with the slime.
So our first location, New York?
New York.
Okay.
And then Chicago and Atlanta
How
on the
long?
same day.
No.
Whoa.
How long after the first location?
Well, we went through the pandemic.
Right.
So we opened in the last week of October of 2019 and found a way to pivot with all online experiences during quarantine.
Yeah.
And then in the end of 2022, we opened Chicago and Atlanta. And then the end of 2023, we opened Houston.
So these locations that you're picking, like I picked locations for a reason in restaurants, right? Was that a big slime community that you were putting them in, or
It's
is that
more-
just locations that
It's
you
about
want
having
to
families.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons we're here in Grand Rapids is people are going to Chicago all the time.
Of course.
And they're traveling with their kids
Right.
and their families. And
Oh, yes.
we can reach a large audience because for us it's really about introducing people to slime and
That's
getting
right.
them to remember how to play.
Sure.
So when you go in, do you get one of those outfits, or what do you get? Oh, you
No,
get-
but we like to live in color, and everybody on our team wears these
I mean,
really
is there-
fun
Is there a suggested
looks.
appeal
We say
that you tell
don't
them?
wear Sunday's best. This
Yeah.
should be clothes you don't mind getting a little dirty.
Right. Yeah.
Although slime will come out of anything with white vinegar.
Okay.
So,
there's two important parts of coming to Slumu that are really
Slumu.
meaningful.
Say it again.
Slumu.
Slumu. Let's say it like
Slumu.
that. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
The first is that you can have slime dumped on you. So you can put on a biodegradable poncho.
Oh, yeah.
Your boys
And
can
a
have
shower
I'm gonna make them get
shower
slime.
cap.
You have one of those now?
no! Here with us.
We need to make a traveling one. But it's really incredible. We have custom music that plays, lights go off, everyone's dancing, singing, clapping.
It's a big performance. They'll be screaming, when
Good,
I
good.
say slew, you say moo! Slew!
Oh,
You
man.
should make a traveling one and bring it to like birthday
Yeah.
parties.
Yes,
and stuff.
yes.
That's a key part. But one of the most important things, and it's something that we want everyone to know when they come, is that you get to custom make your own slime. And there's 4 million different
You
combinations.
mean you put your own recipe together?
So what you do is you have 8 bases, 8 different textures. So you're playing with a thick and glossy.
Can I
She's
say-
playing with a
can I
cloud.
say, I don't even know what slime is.
But it's a non-Newtonian fluid.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's not a liquid. It's not a
Right,
solid.
right,
It
right.
lies somewhere in the
Science to
middle. In
It's a lot-
it
lot
lives
of
in the
sl-
both.
A lot of things in this slime.
So you pick your favorite base from 8 different textures that you get to feel. Watch this. You'll love this. Look at that. Is that gorgeous?
Oh,
Oh my
wow.
gosh.
Ah.
And then you pick, there's a wall that we call vibes. It stands for very intensely beneficial, energizing scents.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's 60 vibes on the wall. Everything from chocolate chip cookie, birthday cake,
Lime,
dirt,
tuberose.
new baby.
Right,
Wow.
right.
This stuff smells.
And then you
good.
go over and you get the scent
Really
put in
does.
your slime.
Yeah. Also, you put your own scent in there. Also?
Then you pick your color from 40
Well, we
shades.
might have to visit. How about the show come see you?
We would love that.
Yes.
Can we be a guest at your place?
100%.
I think we
We
should.
welcome you with open arms as long as you two get slimed.
Yeah, I'm all,
absolutely.
I'm all in.
Yeah, I know.
You know I'm all in.
You're
right?
all in.
So tell me about the testimonies that you have gotten from your slime. Has there people reached
Yeah.
out and said what incredible?
I mean, we've had people from all over the world come and visit
Yeah.
Slumu and tell us some really powerful stories. I think one of our favorites, and we have so many, is the story of a grandmother who came and she didn't even want to buy a ticket, right? Like, I'm not going to play with the slime. I'm just bringing the grandkids. And wrote a note to us afterwards saying, like, I needed this even more than the kids did. And I'm coming back on a girl date and bring
Oh,
all of
fun.
my friends to play, because I think we love the unexpected, people who
Yeah.
maybe even have a negative idea, and then they come in and they're, 3 minutes later, elbow deep in slime, smiling.
Right.
One of my other really favorite stories is so going back to our personal stories is that giving back to mental health and we is important to us, along with supporting inclusivity, especially around the conversation of special needs and neurodiversity. People really tend to leave that out of a conversation, and those are two key elements for us. So we partner with Goldie Hawn's Mind Up Foundation for mental fitness for kids globally. And around neurodiversity, we're committed to having 10% of our workforce classify themselves as neurodiverse, somewhere on the autism spectrum. And a little girl came in, and she has Down syndrome, and she heard the story, and then she kind of saw the people in our space, and she said to her mom, look, I can get a job one day. And that
right?
Like just ugh. Yeah,
There's
right.
space.
Like,
just
Yeah.
I just wanted to cry and hug her and hire her in that moment, but
yeah.
I have to wait till she's
Amazing.
16, and we were like, when you're 16, you come back
Come
to
back,
us.
yeah.
There's a space and a place for everybody. Everybody has value.
And
Everyone's different.
The world is better when all different people
It
come
is,
together.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
We had one employee say to us, she said, I always thought someone should hire me because I'm autistic. And I finally found a place that did. Like, I have value that I can contribute.
Exactly. Because we all have that.
Yeah.
We all have that. None of us are perfect.
Nobody, and everybody will, in their lives,
This is so
go
groovy,
through
man.
something
I
difficult.
just want to hit it with this.
I mean, I will say that I have had slime drizzled on my face, and it does feel kind of good. But you can only do it with a cloud
What
slime.
did you say earlier? You slime or you what? What did
Adult
you-
slime.
Adult slimer. Yeah.
So
We-
I was going to say one thing we should talk about a little bit is
Yeah.
the science behind this.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Give it to us.
Because you were saying you don't even know what,
Yes,
What it is.
slime's made of.
I thought I
So,
was pretty intelligent, but I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
tell you,
give
I got the dunce hat on this one.
well, we're going
gonna
to
do
get
this.
you right up to speed so you can take that hat
Okay.
off. So,
That's so
as
you
Karen
can
said,
push on
slime's
your
a
shutdown.
non-Newtonian particle. It's not a liquid or a solid.
Right.
We make ours with Elmer's glue, and the glue is obviously
Come
really
on, right
sticky.
there, what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
That's right there.
You
What we
start
do-
slime. I'm sorry. You start slime off with the glue.
Glue.
Yeah,
We
glue.
go through gallons and gallons of glue.
Elmer's must love you.
Elmer's loves us. We love Elmer's. Elmer's is the best. And what you do is you take activator, add that to the glue, and that makes the glue particles stick to themselves, and that creates less stickiness or the stretchiness of glue. So really what you're stretching right now is glue.
So you got a big. I'm talking think like a chef. You
Well,
got a big
it's a
pot.
big-
We have
the-
Hobart gigantic
Yeah, that's what I'm
60-quart
saying. And
mixers.
so you got all this glue in there, right?
Yeah.
And then you put activator in there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
It
how-
sticks
that's how it all
together.
starts.
Then that's how it starts. That's the base, and
Okay.
then there are just millions of different combinations between the scent, different air dry clay, different pigment colors,
They'll
and
have-
different add-ins. Like this cloud slime has
Right.
Fake snow.
fake snow in it.
No way.
So
That is
it's all science, because sometimes the clay might arrive and it's softer than the recipe batch before, so you have to adjust and have
So it-
more
oh, the
activator,
chef-
and you don't know.
Just
It's
like
like
flour.
it's just like a chef. It's truly like a chef.
Chef how to make some slime.
Yes.
man. I'm coming
I
back.
bet you. Let's compare kitchens.
That's right. That'll be fun, man. So
Yeah.
so the base is glue and activate.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
I
and
know
then
that.
the other critical thing, because I'm a mom and I know there's a lot of moms out there who say no slime in the house.
Right, right.
That is, we hear that all the
day.
time. No slime in the house.
Why?
And the key thing is because it gets in people's carpets, on their couch.
Makes a mess.
Right.
You can
Even if
prevent it.
it's- Yeah, even if it's been there for a year, if you use white vinegar, it will
Slime
completely
come out.
break down the glue particles,
Right.
loosen it up, and it comes right out. You might smell
'Cause
a
it's
little bit like
washable.
vinegar, but
But the slime.
But the key is don't try to first clean it up with another detergent,
Right.
because then it's in.
change it into something else.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
a chemical reaction.
So slime can be washed away with white vinegar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had it all over my clothes, my hair,
I know,
everything.
'cause you do that slime.
Come home
You do that-
smelling
you
like
do
a
that-
salad.
You do that slime for dog.
Yeah.
So Karen, I think this is warmed up. I think we should take a slime trick break
Do
for a
it,
sec.
yeah.
Yeah,
let's
show
do
me some
some.
tricks.
So
Do you want to drizzle into? I think you should drizzle into their
drizzle, or
hands.
do you want to make a little spider net?
Oh, both spider net,
Yeah,
spider
let's do
net.
the spider
See,
net.
look, and I'm just mixing them all together because it's fine. Okay,
All right, so
you ready?
here we go. I'm gonna kind of scoot.
I'm gonna do the same.
Ah. Charlotte's.
Whoa.
So what was that? Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful?
Cool.
That was cool. What is this, man?
Now this is I just blended.
Look,
all
I
the
would steal
slimes.
some.
Yeah, steal it.
Can I add it to
Steal
this?
it and add it.
Look.
You
Did you
let your
take the cow? Because I was gonna give her. I mean the,
The
cow.
cookie. The cookie. Oh, did you mix
she
the
got.
cookie
I gave
in?
her the cookie.
I got
I
a cook-
sneaked
I
that
got
one
the
in
cookie
there.
in.
We
Okay,
didn't-
are
we
you
didn't
ready?
pause to watch you do
What's
that.
that?
I wanted to see your
It's
reaction.
okay.
Oh wow! Did you see that?
Oh.
Man, you gotta be like dressed or no dress and play with slime, man. I want to play with slime.
I mean, if this
That's
is not the
really
best
cool.
way to break, you can have.
Make that bubble again.
Oh,
Make it
okay.
again.
You can have the difficult conversations at home with your kids while
While
you're
you-
playing with
Oh, that's
slime.
what
Yeah,
you-
Talking
oh,
about,
yeah.
You know, honestly, that's
your
Yes.
son has a girlfriend, you might want to have a certain conversation
Yes.
with him.
Yeah, right?
We sitting there having a real conversation like
Okay.
normal, but stress less.
Stress
They sit
less
there
about
and
it. You ready?
glad to slime.
Oh.
Oh!
Ah!
Yes, watch this, watch this,
Yeah.
watch this. Oh!
Crap.
That's all right.
It's all right.
You can,
You
say
can say,
crap.
you can say,
Okay.
you can say whatever you
Remember, I'm on
want.
cable.
I'm gonna get a
Remember-
piece for when she does it
remember,
again,
I'm on
and I'll
cable
have it
TV.
ready.
We always
Right. Okay, let's do that again.
All right,
'cause-
we're gonna show you some special fun out of this.
Okay,
No pressure, Karen.
I know, I know.
You're up. You're up.
Oh, God, please,
And you know
please
you,
let this happen.
You know you ladies like my heroes now. I'm all into it. I like want to get out these clothes and just play.
It's not gonna get on your clothes. It won't stick
Look
with
at
you.
Okay,
All right,
watch
here
this.
we
How,
go.
watch how awesome that looks when it falls in.
What?
And now,
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes.
the sounds.
Watch it. I'm going to make you a bubble.
Yes, you do that, Rainbow.
Turn the camera off. And then I'm going to take your bubble.
We gotta teach you how to make a bubble.
Okay, let's get back to some straight up facts.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
year were we created? Y'all know I'm a businessman, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear me say we?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What year were we created?
2019.
Okay, and our first store within a month had what?
30,000 guests.
Ah, that's beautiful. And then we curved our way through the pandemic, and then we opened up 2 on the same day.
Yeah,
Chicago and
Chicago and Atlanta.
Ah, that is a beautiful story.
And you know what? We wouldn't separate to each be in a different location.
Right.
We went to one opening, got on the plane, and went to the other one. Uh-huh.
That's amazing, man.
We're in this together.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Right.
ask you. What's your day-to-day look like? Like for work, is it like different all the time? Like you guys
Well, we
together
speak,
all the
we
time?
speak every day at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And that really sets the tone for the day.
Sure.
When we don't speak, we're definitely off kilter.
A little cranky.
Got it.
But we have what we call a kind of this perfect Venn diagram of skill sets.
Okay.
So Karen is a guru around marketing. She created the first talent management company for social media talent.
Okay.
So all the influencer talent, Karen literally created that business. That's why we're paying influencers today, because she started long time ago in the early 2000s.
Cool.
So she's the marketing guru. I have a business management,
Okay.
hospitality background. I have my MBA in finance, so I was
Okay.
doing the numbers in the very beginning.
Okay.
And where we come together is all around the guest experience, like what people are going to feel when they're in the space.
Sure.
And that's the core of the brand, right? We're building a brand. We want
Okay,
people to
right.
know about Slumu. We want people to go online and buy Slumu slime. We've had people fly to every city because they want to see each different space. So building that brand is really critical to us.
Sure.
So during the day, we're often both doing different things.
Yep.
But we find if we run something by the other one, we already have the same answer.
Yes.
Even the other day, you said we're talking about a lease in a new city we're not announcing yet, but we're
Right.
opening a fifth one this summer. And Sarah was asking a question about, the lease term, and I said the same thing, and she goes, I knew I didn't have to ask you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is your kids doing all this slime and venture? Are they more involved with you?
So, I mean, for sure, my now 12-year-old has been on the journey with us.
Yes.
When I started the company, I think our first conference call that we had,
She
I
was on it.
with her, and I'm like, Mommy has to make a conference call, but
Yeah.
I put it right on speaker.
She said after that was my first conference call.
She's rolling.
She knew at 7 years old what a brand was, how to make it meaningful. She would tell me which brands she loved and didn't love and why. So she's been on this journey the whole time. I have to say there were moments, especially when we opened New York, which was really, really hard, that she was a little angry because I was spending so much of my time trying to launch the company. And she probably felt like she was second fiddle. One of the things that I like to remind people is Karen and I started something that didn't exist before.
Right.
There's no kitchen.
Right.
The restaurants have been around for 2,000
Yeah.
years. There's no slime factory like this
Oh,
in the world.
This is the first?
This was
is
the
the
first
first.
at this
Oh,
scale.
why do I?
We had
why
to
was I
create it.
thinking-
And a lot of brands that have slime, they're not selling.
They don't have
in-
the Interact being
They're not selling
studio?
handmade. It's big
Right.
mass manufacturing.
Right, right. Sure.
And we didn't have a guide for what we were doing. We had to wing it and figure it
yeah.
out.
So you took a
Probably-
piece. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's probably why it's so successful, because normally when you wing stuff, you figure it out, and
You have to figure it out. I also
and then
think
it's unique. You know.
I think it's so important to us on an emotional level for this to
That's
work
right,
because
yeah.
of what it has done for each of us individually and together. That it's like a part of our souls.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, which is like has purpose to it, so it's not
Yeah.
just like
You know,
trying to get slime out there. There's
yeah.
like something behind it.
That's
which I love
awesome.
that.
That's
I love that.
beautiful.
And we employ a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's on a busy day, you might have 30, 35 people between
That's
working
working.
in the kitchen and on the floor.
Awesome.
Wow.
And we have large spaces, and in Chicago is nearly 20,000 square feet.
Wow.
So we're really committing to the cities that we're in also, and want to get to know all the surrounding cities because we're not that far away,
Right.
and we have this incredible haven, and then they can spend the day
Right. I
doing
love
other
it.
things
I love it.
Yes, ma'am.
with a smile on their
Oh, yeah.
faces.
Oh, yeah. So even though I got two great business women in front of me, they both got their own set of skills that make this partnership work. But it's more about healing than the money.
I mean,
is that true to say?
I think that I wouldn't be alive, honestly. I wouldn't have survived if I did not find this. And I say that with no levity. I was demolished and did not think I could come back, and used to talk to my mom every day and say, I don't know how I'm going to make it another 40 years.
Yeah.
Like, this is so painful. Every minute of my day is painful.
Then we created a slime.
And
kitchen.
this
What's the name of our company?
Slumu!
And we have how many locations?
4 with 5, another one coming.
And you come in our home, we give you a new name.
Yes.
This has been beautiful. Hey, I would like to invite my team in.
Yeah, we
If you don't
love
mind.
your team to
If
come
you
in and
don't
get their
mind,
hands in all
yeah,
of
let
this.
everybody get their little hands.
Everybody
dirty,
should
so.
join the
Let me,
party.
This is big. I love this.
Yeah.
I think
It's a big vet.
actually you should grab this.
Do that
or,
one,
yeah,
I'm
do,
stepping
no, grab
off-
this
I'm
one.
stepping off for 1 second.
And watch
Okay.
it. The colors,
colors
blend
change.
together. Oh, you are still
You're-
attached to your mic.
Am I attached? Oh, darn
Throw
it.
that in your
You're
pocket.
not going anywhere. I just
Can
take
I
it out.
Get some people in here, please. Okay, thank you.
You're
I'm
winning.
not
And
gonna-
it's up to you if
know, I
you keep the
think-
charms in or not.
Why
Like,
do I think this has been unfair? She keep getting all the cool colors, and I'm like,
Oh, whatever.
all right.
look at this. Look at this purple and
How about
yellow
this
beauty. This is
swirl
for you.
Look at this.
You want this one?
Oh yeah, what's this
Yeah.
air dry clay?
That's
Look
just
at that.
clay, but
That's just-
sometimes that addition in slime makes it more buttery.
Okay.
Cover, you ready?
Yeah,
Yes.
I got it.
Go
And this
Oh,
one
oh,
smells
you want a
amazing.
full catch?
This
Isn't that
one's
pretty when you look at it blending?
Nice.
I
Whoa.
love it. Good job.
Thank you.
who knew?
So
Can I-
what? Look,
can I
take
have-
out a whole other
Wait, I
texture.
know, I'm playing with this one. Can I have something to stay home?
Oh, we're leaving you all of this
Oh,
slime.
are you? Cause
Yeah.
you know I'm a traveler, right?
Yeah,
You know,
you
I
just
live
take
in
it on the
Florida.
road.
But I'm here in Western Michigan all by myself.
So you
And,
have
I
slime.
haven't spoke too much about it, but during that COVID and all that, I took that vaccination and ended up giving me a syndrome called, what is it called?
Guillain-Barré.
Guillain-Barré, which just stops my movements. But
This is
you
probably
know,
really good
yeah,
for your
you know what I'm saying?
hands.
'Cause especially when I'm at home in my home, because when I travel, any homes I take, I just call it my corporate home.
Yeah.
My office home, you know. But this is gonna be fun. Wait tonight. Hey, come on in, man.
One
Where's
thing-
everybody?
We need someone
Come
to
on.
play with us.
Come on.
Get your hands in there.
I wasn't sure if I.
Yeah, come on.
He was
Where's
serious.
everybody
He said, "Come out."
Yeah,
But if you're gonna go into the
Come
pink
on.
one, where's the activator?
Come
Can
on.
Can you do me a favor before you go into the pink
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
I
Give
just want to
some
give
people
you,
slime.
because you might have warm hands.
Where you at? Hey, where's
And now
my
rub your hands
sliders?
together
Come
before you go
on,
into
man.
the pink one. This big,
Hey, turn
just get
around,
right
ladies.
in
Look,
here.
look.
And then these
Give me your hand. I just want to do
Do
this
you guys
so it
sell
won't
those?
get sticky no matter
We
what.
sell
Everything.
kits, beads,
And
everything
then
you
get
want.
in there.
We're like the Sephora of satisfying.
Got it. Okay.
Look, look.
See? All grown adults just around the slime
Here.
vat.
Oh, smash one, smash
Smash
that.
one in.
Smash
You gotta
it
push
over
that
here.
cake in. Now that I'm a master.
Smash that
Yeah,
cake
grab
in
a
and then
piece.
pull it out. Smash it. Go for it. You can do it. Oh, look
Oh,
at
how fun is that?
her.
Then you can take it out. Now, but that's not a tablecloth slime. That's like an in the hand play.
Right.
Same with that one. But like when you're in here, can I show you?
Go in, go
like
in.
I just want to show you what things you can do.
Yeah, let's see.
I
it.
appreciate
Like
No, it smells great.
Whoa, it smells like
Yeah.
I should take a bite.
I know, but don't.
watch out.
Okay.
Oh, that's just a
I
baby
was very
bubble.
interested when they
But-
told me. I was like, yeah, book 'em on.
Whoa.
Like having it like
It's-
really
If
big.
people are open
Oh,
to
wait.
it, they get it
Oh, yeah.
once they get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that.
In their
Yeah, I
hands.
think it's like really like you have to get it in your hands to I think understand
So the
it.
trick is to not
Then
let
it's
it
like,
droop
look
in
at
the middle.
That's so cool.
To keep it like a big triangle.
Look.
Oh, that was a good one.
Come on, somebody make a bubble. You can do it. Who's gonna make that bubble? Make that first bubble.
All right, who's gonna do the bubble now?
So,
Come
Ashley,
on,
what a
come
wonderful
on.
story.
Harley
What a
Demon,
wonderful story.
get right in
I
there.
think this is
And when it's
awesome.
on your hands, you just
Yeah.
use the slime to take it right off.
Did you smell this one?
Remember, you don't want the middle to
How long,
drip.
okay, so how long does
So
this
like,
last?
see how
Does this
I like
last,
use my fingers to keep the middle?
So
do you know, like if you take it
slime
home,
will last
and then-
sort of as long as you care for it.
Oh!
Did you make
First
that?
try!
Look.
Is what
He
decides it.
First
Did
try!
you make that bubble? Yeah.
Slime
man.
assassin!
All right, he might be a secret adult slimer. though.
First try! My man!
Wow.
Hey, can I have you for 1 second?
Yeah.
1 second.
Sorry, I got all excited.
That's all right. The whole show's been excited. We would like to thank you very much for bringing this to us.
Thank you for
Guys,
being
I'm
so
having a joyful time.
receptive.
And how it does occupy your time while you're sitting there having a real conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I love it. I love it. I want you to tell us who you are again, where your locations are, and I want you to tell us your mission statement.
So we're Slimu Institute. We're in Chicago, New York, Atlanta, Houston. You can get tickets at slimuinstitute.com. And our mission is to deliver joy.
And when you are going to Chicago, you can use the code SUNSHINE in all caps for a 15% discount. We're going to be at the venue on Saturday, handing out slime and gifting people. So we hope that people will show up and
Yeah.
play with us.
yes, we love it.
And so this has been a wonderful show, a wonderful knowledge of different beautiful things in the world.
Thank
Because the world can get quite sad.
It can.
It can. But there's a way to always get around it. And I think sliming is pretty freaking cool, man.
Right?
Yeah, I want to be a slime tender now.
See, it's like, it's ageless.
It is.
Like, now look at, I'm sorry, but look at every one of that, every smile on that face.
So you want to take us out of this show, love?
No, you go ahead, but I just want to say thank you for sharing your stories, because I'm really inspired by that.
Thank you.
Also, as owning a business, I have similar, like, there's a purpose to it, so I really appreciate that.
You know what Ashley owns, right?
A yoga studio.
Yeah.
So on a personal
Because
level,
that's
I'm a
fine.
yoga person,
Oh, yeah?
and when I lost my husband, there was probably a 2-year stretch where I can't explain this, but I know you'll understand. My body didn't operate the same way, and like I couldn't
Yeah.
go down into chaturanga and back up to plank. I couldn't. My body was separate.
Yeah.
I was not able to function in one piece. I couldn't float up to the top of the mat like I used to. And it was literally because I wasn't grounded. I lost my grounding.
Yeah.
And it took 2 years for my practice for me to be able to use my body in the same way.
I love that. I mean, but like that's how the practice works. And then also this, like happiness
yeah.
and
I was like, why
mind-
can't I feel
Yes.
my, like,
love it.
I can't move as one.
right,
I was
right.
falling. Like,
Right. I get that.
Can you throw the slime with somebody you fancy?
now I can, I'm back.
Yeah, but again, thank you guys, girls, so much for sharing your story. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. And I have
What-
a deep respect for what you're doing and being business.
Thank you.
women. That's
Well,
great.
we want to have you come to
We will.
Chicago
I
and
will.
play.
I will.
Wait, do I hear invitation?
Invitation.
Yes, commission.
Bring that camera.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Get ready to have slime dumped on you.
Oh yeah, I'm all in for
All
it.
right, everybody, make sure you check out Slumu Institute. Use the promo code Sunshine for 15% off a ticket. And this is Community Connections. Ashley?
And I'm Rainbow, and we thank you for letting us into your home. Thank you for watching us. Hopefully we bring you things that are knowledgeable and creative and fun and things that can actually take you to different places of your life. Because this, even for me as the host, this takes me to a whole different journey. So I remember we do these productions for you. They're not really for us, they're for you. And anybody want to come down, have something good to say, have something interesting to say to the public, always call our show, email us, and let us know what's going on. And we, our community connections, and all our shows are underwritten. So if you want to donate or whatever you like to do to keep us going, we would definitely like that. So I am Rainbow Salas,
I'm Ashley Yost.
and this has been Community Connections. Slime on, baby.
I love it. You know, that's how.